Hi everyone, it's Laura Milligan. Thank you for joining me today. I have a super cute card that I want to share with you featuring one of our in colors, Misty Moonlight. So let me switch down my phone here and my camera. Okay, so this is going to feature the Birds and Branches bundle, the Birds and Branches stamp set, and then the Birds and More dies. And of course, you know, if you purchase these as a bundle, you get a 10% discount. So that is probably the best way, the most economical way. And really, if you have the stamp set, I think you're always most likely going to want the dies as well. So let me show you what you'll need to create this card. I'm going to start with a Misty Moonlight card base cut 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. This is a Misty Moonlight monochromatic card, so we're using a lot of Misty Moonlight products on this. Here's a little piece of Misty Moonlight designer paper. This is cut 3 3/4 by 3. Then I have a small scrap of paper that I'm going to do some stamping on. And then 2 white panels. I have a 4 by 5 1/4. That is going to be the inside panel of my card. And then for the front, I've cut a 3 3/4 by 5 1/4 piece. So let me set these aside a moment. And I'm going to just do a little stamping. And I'm using Misty Moonlight ink, no surprise, since I told you this was pretty much a Misty Moonlight card. And the Birds and Branches stamp set is photopolymer. So as you know, I like to stamp on my deluxe foam mat. This is from the Stamparatus, but it's really nice to stamp on. It gives a little bit of cushion, and so you're going to get a good, nice image. Okay, and that looks perfect. I'm going to set this aside a minute. And the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because I want to show you how cool this is. So it folds up like this, whoop, and you just fold these down. So it's really easy to carry around and bring to different places wherever you may need it. And today, because I'm going to be using these dies, I'm going to use our new magnetic platform. And so my sandwich is going to be the main platform, which is number 1. I love how these are all numbered. When you're cutting dies, you want to use platform number 2, and then the magnetic platform. And this, it's a solid magnet. So we have a self-healing mat here, and then the back of it is actually a solid magnet. So that means you can put your dies anywhere on this platform, and you're not going to get that magnetic pull like we've had in the past. This new magnetic plate is just awesome. So I'm going to take this is the piece that was cut 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to position that right here. And I'm going to use this big die, and then I'm going to grab this one too, because that's the one I'll use for the bird. And for this, I'm going to position this so that it's just going beyond the edge. I want to have it open at that point. So, and then I'm going to bring in my little bird. And you can see I can put that anywhere. That's a pretty small die, and it stays right where I put it. And I love that about this magnetic platform. All right. And then I'm going to top it off with plate number 3, which is just a clear cutting plate. So I'm going to crank this through, and I find our new machine is very smooth. It just goes right through with hardly any effort at all. And usually one pass through the big shot is enough to cut what you need. So let me set that down, and let's see how this turned out. So I'm sure the bird, okay, that looks great. I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to pick up this piece, and let's see how we did. And again, look how great this came out. I'll be a little careful because this is pretty delicate, but Look at that, it just came out perfectly with just one pass through the die cutting machine. I'm going to put that die away, and I'm just going to poke these out with my fingers. That's all I need to do, and we're good to go. All right, I'm going to set that aside. And I am going to bring back my card base. And I'm going to attach this piece of designer paper. It's going to just go right behind that. So I need to put adhesive just kind of right along that edge there, not obviously where it's open. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal and just go close to this. This is a brand new one. I just opened it today. So there we go. Let me get that. I'm just going to go close to this shape that I've cut. Okay. And then I'll position this, and I want to position it so that it is flush against the edge of this white panel. Whoops, and I need to make sure I cover up. I need to move it down a little bit, and that looks pretty good. Yep, that looks just right. So that'll be just on there like that, and then I'm going to do some stamping on this. And for my greeting, I'm using the Tasteful Touches stamp set and the You Are So Special. I love this stamp. I love the font. This is a great stamp set. A lot of good things in that. So this is ready to go. You Are So Special, and that's going to just go right under here. Like that. This is one of the cards. Every month, the ladies that are in my In Color Club get a card featuring whatever color in color they got that particular month. And so I make them in all the different in colors, but I love the blue, and so I thought I would give you an idea for this card with the blue color scheme, the Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to attach her right on this little branch. Just put her, I think I'll just put her right there, like she's just resting on that. Just sweet little bird. And then I'm just going to attach this to my card front. And I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals as well. Like I said, this is a really, really quick, easy card. And I will have all the measurements on my blog, lauramilligan.com. You can get a free printable tutorial. And I'm just going to position this right there. And then to finish this, I'm just going to take a strip of Misty Moonlight ribbon and my paper snips and just make a little knot. And I'll attach this to my card front with a glue dot. Pretty quick and easy card. And I'll just position that about right there. And then I just need to trim it up a little bit. Whoop. Okay. And then I'll just finish it by attaching this little panel on the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so there's my card, and like I said, you can visit my blog at lauramilligan.com and you can get a free printable tutorial to duplicate this card. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all have a great day. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thank you, everyone.